Alright guys, this is the tail mold. It shoots 24 at a time. Yep, it's not very big. Alright. So for the LC shad, we got to shoot the tails first. We're doing a tail color today. We're going to do shiny with a Chartreuse tail. Alright. Now, I'm going to show you how fast this goes. You ready? Bam. Alright. Now, I've got to put these in the mold. Let me grab a mold behind me. I got the molds on a griddle, heating them up. It's not real cold today, but it's been cold the last few days. So anything sitting in the shop here is very cold. They're probably 50 degrees. I know that's not real cold, but when you're shooting something that's 350 degrees, that's pretty cold. What I've got to do, these go in this way. It's a little downhill curl to them. I've got to take this mold and put each one of these baits in place like this. Okay? Alright, let me get them all in place. Then I'll lock them in this air vise. I'm going to mix up two colors. We got to have the shiny bottom and the blue top. And we're going to shoot those babies. I'm going to show y'all a trick. You can lay these baits in here like this. Alright? You put the top on it like that. Alright. Where it goes. Alright. And you shake it around. Okay. You ready? Bam. Yep. You can shake them into place. Alright guys, we're going to make the top of shiny, the blue. I use emerald. That is a green color. It's a highlight, so as you turn the bait, okay, alright, I had to count those, that's why I got quiet. Can't count and talk at the same time. I don't know about y'all. Now, that's a neon blue. That's what's going to give us that neon color. Now, to darken it, I'm going to add, what this emerald does, I'm going to add 2 more drops of that. I think I'm supposed to add, I think I've done 2, 3, I'm supposed to add 5. Yeah, I can see it now. It gives it when it dries, it'll give the outside of the bait a little green tint. Now, to darken it, I put a drop of blue. Alright. That's going to darken the blue some. That's just regular blue. So it's got a neon blue in it. And I darken it with the regular blue. Alright, and then it's going to have a green outer shell. Alright. Now, what does it get? It gets green. This is 015. Most people consider this small flake. When you hear them talk, especially if you watch, I know a lot of y'all guys watch Tall Tale Customs. I see you on there. I see you make comments. I check him out to see what he's making. I like to watch other bait makers and see what they're making. And he makes some interesting stuff. Don't get too much silver. His motor oil he was making the other day was right interesting. It's a different motor oil than I use on my disc dip color. Mine's more of a green motor oil. Excuse me. His is more of a brown. I'm still trying to get over this stuff, guys. It's been 3 weeks. Now I'm judging it. When I'm doing this, I'm judging it, okay? Now I'm gonna have to heat both these back up to, they're gonna have to be 340 to shoot the tails. Now, this is probably cool too much for me. This is the silver. This is gonna be the belly. Make sure my spoon or my knife is clean. I use a knife. I can tell you right now, I gotta heat back up. Alright, she's gonna start getting thick. That's fine. I use mine dust. Right? Just enough, just a couple drops, just enough to give it a little bit of a gray tint. Alright, I put 3, I think I need just another one too. I'm going to put 5. I got a recipe up, and I did stop and look at it, but I thought it said 3, but 3 ain't enough. That's light. It just knocks the clearness off, so it's got just a touch of gray to it. And I'm gonna tell you something too, guys. When you cook these, it changes the some when you reshoot them too. All right. I put a whole scoop of silver in it. That's right. That's why I call it shiny. There's not that's to a cup. That's a lot. There's not any other baits I make that I put that much glitter in. All right, now we got to heat both of them back up. The molds on the griddle, guys. They're both right at 340. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Tell you guys, if these LC shad keep selling the way they are, I might have to get one more mold. So I can shoot. I'll be able to shoot 92. Excuse me, 94. Be 94 at a time. So every time I shoot, I got to stop and let the let this cool, clean it, takes everything out of the mold, empty it. Of course, doing tails, I gotta put tails back in. If I'm shooting just dual colors, it's empty the mold, and I gotta clean this after every time. Empty it and clean it, let it cool. So the more molds you have, and if I had 6 molds, each mold makes 24. Yeah, you can see how it speeds it up. That's where you gotta have more molds. One mold work you to death. All right, guys, let this cool, and we're gonna open them. Let's just open one of the molds here. Bam. All right, there you go. That's a neon blue. See that shiny belly, can't you? That's why I call it shiny. Its belly's all glitter, isn't it? All right, and so you can see through it. It's very light. And like I say, every time I shoot them, they'll change a little bit. The blue usually gets a touch darker, and the clear will get just a touch darker also as we go along. Beautiful. All right, guys, y'all know the routine. 1 through 400. I start the numbers at 10 to 400. I make the draw on Wednesday night. Whoever gets closest with that going over will win. I'll post that on Thursday mornings. You must subscribe to leave a number. 1 number per person, 2 numbers per household, but both of you got to be subscribed, and you got to do it under your own name. Don't leave 2 numbers under 1 name, guys. I'm just going to ignore it. All right? 1 number per person. The whole idea of this is to get people to watch my channel, guys. I'm giving baits away. It's costing me money to get people to watch the channel. Check out Lake Country Baits if you haven't. All these colors will be on there coming up in January. I'll load the winner's video on Thursday morning. I'll contact you on Wednesday night. Wednesdays and Fridays are fun videos. Thank y'all for being part of Fishing Lake Country. I hope you enjoy the catching part that comes up next. That's to me, that's the most enjoyable part. I get to catch them. See y'all guys on Wednesday night. Bam! You catch one the first cast as you go home. That's what the old timers used to say, didn't they? Said it was bad luck catch one the first cast. Well, I don't believe in that. I believe that means you found some and you did a good job of scouting, right? I was here yesterday, guys, with Mason. I'm gonna probably load that video tomorrow. Today's Thanksgiving Day. Yep. And it was beautiful. The lake was calm. There wasn't no wind. Day opposite. Day's nice now. It's 50 degrees, but the wind's awful. That's a nice fish. Now, look at this color. I got my line laying there. What y'all think of that? Can y'all see that? I laid my rod. All right, remove my rod. Laid my rod on my windshield. There you go. Yep, nice fish. He's a good 11-incher. Guys, this color, shiny. This is one of my best-selling colors. It's emerald blue back, okay, which is a neon blue. Yeah, it looks different in the water. It's got blue, green, silver, and flake in it, and the bottom is a real light pearl. But we put a Chartreuse tail on it. It's going to be in the hot tail colors, yep. All right. Now, some of y'all asked me about dual colors in the hot tails, and I said there's going to be a few. Somebody said, make them all, and I cannot make them all. And guys, there's, I think there's 9 or 10 dual colors. If I done them in 2 colors, yeah, that'd be 20 baits right there. But there's gonna be 12 to 16 starting out, okay? Now, the crappie are moving a lot. That was a school that came through. They're gone. As you can see, they're gone. There's nothing there. When I caught that fish, I was just sitting here getting ready to start fishing. I cut my depth finder and I went, huh, here comes some right here. I threw out in front of him. He rose up and grabbed it. See, they're gone now. They're moving around on this point. I'm on a long point that hits the main channel right here. And there's some stumps and stuff out here on this point here. There's a dip, some stumps in that dip. You see it's a buoy marker over, that's a shallow spot. So the channel's between us, okay? And what they're doing is they're coming up out the channel and they're making a turn and they run around in here because it feels warmer to them because the water's a little shallower, okay? And the sun can hit them. The water's 50 degrees. I was here yesterday, it was 51, but it was cold last night, guys. It was 30. We've been averaging about 25 to 30 at night, 45 to 50 during the day. So the water temperature is going down. Here comes the school now. Look, I'm just sitting here. Here comes some. That's what I'm talking about. Right here comes some. They're coming at me. So I'm going to throw a little short. Look, I'm just sitting there. That's what I'm saying. That's what we done yesterday. We just went around in circles. Now I'm behind them. My bait's behind them because they're coming toward me. Now I'm going to reel real fast to see if I can catch up with them. Now my bait's coming almost to the surface. That's the hardest part. Now here it comes. See my bait coming right here? All right. They're right here. Now I don't see my bait. I don't know if they've come past me or what. There you go, bam, one of them hit it. See, they're still hard to catch. That bait was out there amongst them for a good little bit, wasn't it? For one of them decided, well, I'm going to eat it if y'all not going to. They're still not easy to catch. He's a little smaller. He's probably a 10.5. Well, he might be a little bit bigger than that. Just calm down. I'm going to throw you back. No, that's about what he is. He's about 10.5. Bam. What do y'all think? Y'all think this color's going to work? Got a big old hook on. I got a big nasty hook. I got some jigs, guys, that I've had for years. That is a yellowhead. I'm trying to use a lot of them up. I'll be honest with you, the jigs that I sell, I like better. I cut the barb off of this one. I don't like that big of a hook, but I thought fishing this open water, it might be a good thing. So I was gonna try it. The size 4 that I use in my jigs works great. All right, guys, sitting in the same area, just kicking around a little bit. I moved forward about 20 feet. Here comes a school out of the channel. So I'm just sitting here like deer hunting. I got on the side of the ridge, and I'm waiting for the deer to come up the holler, come up the side of the ridge. Instead of waiting for deer, I'm waiting for crappie. I'm just sitting here, and they're coming out of the channel, coming up here making circles. Like I said, they are moving slowly. You got to throw ahead of them sometimes. Bait fell out of his mouth. That's a nasty looking hook. I just called it nasty. Look how thick he is. Guys, he's 12 inches. Here's my bait in the net. My bait is stuck in the net. There it is. Shiny. So that's a big old nasty hook. Like somehow he got out of his mouth. All right, guys. Let's see if we can catch a couple more. I'm having a ball. I've only been out here about, let me look at the clock. I've been out here maybe 15 minutes, and then I caught 3 nice ones. And I said, they're gone again. All right, what I'm gonna do is look around till I find some. Here's some behind me. All right, guys, this group up behind me, I showed you. They was moving a little bit. I had to lengthen my scope. I had my scope on 50 foot. What did I push it out? I pushed it out to 60 foot. Made a hard cast. I couldn't see my bait. I said, well, my bait should be deep enough now. I started reeling it. Didn't reel it but a little bit and just thumped it. If you get it in their face, they'll hit it. That's the only way they're gonna hit it. You gotta come right across them, and I'm just fan casting at it when I see them. Still, I haven't moved. Just talking to somebody yesterday evening, they was asking me that. If I'm catching any crappie, I said, yeah, he's about 10.5. And I said, I'm catching a lot of nice fish, a lot of nice 10 to 12 inch fish. And they said, well, you fishing? I said, I'm fishing the channel. And they kind of looked at me and they said, what? I said, I'm just fishing the channel. Get out there, get on the channel, go get on the edge of it. Don't get where it's 25 foot, go up to where it's 18, 16, and kick around. Watch your side imaging. Flopping crappie, and somebody else just put one out on spotting them on side imaging. Once you see them on side imaging, use your trolling motor. Don't use your gas motor now. Use your trolling motor. Watch your side imaging. When you see them, they're going to be. If this is 20 foot from you, they're right there. If you transduce on the back of the boat, they're right there. Throw at them. That's the thing to do. If you don't have a live scope, the only advantage of the live scope is I can sit still and spin around and look. With side imaging, you're going to have to move the boat. But just use your trolling motor. Don't use your gas motor. And just kick around slow and watch it. All right? And put it on about 40 foot each way. Watch it. And when you see a fish, stop and throw at them. And then if it's on the back of your boat, you know where they're at. They're going to be out here to the side, right? Bam. And guys, it's been a little while. It's probably been 15 minutes since I caught one. I'm seeing some. I'm throwing at some. Again, they're moving. A lot of times, by the time my bait gets to 16 foot, they're gone. This school here was sitting still. I just moved a little bit. I've moved about 40 yards since I've started, and I seen this school, and I threw at this one. So, if you can find a school that stops for whatever reason they stop for, then that's a plus. Wow, that's a nice fish, too. I'm gonna switch hooks. That hook's supposed to be so sharp. See how easy I took it out, and I set the hook hard. Now, the fish was 45, 50 feet from me now. That's how far I'm throwing. Right there they are. They're 50 feet. You see that bunch of fish? But I think my size 4 does a better job at that distance. It sets a little easier. And this hook feels pretty sharp. I might just try to sharpen it. Bam. Guys, I went to a pink head on that rod. It was a Dominky jig head. They got the little war keeper. I thought, well, I'll use that since I'm casting so far. It was a 1/16. But it was a pink. I think I have it as pink and white. And because I use them a lot when the water gets nasty. Pink's good here when the water gets, they wouldn't touch it. I picked up, well, this big jig fell out of his mouth too. I picked up, ouch, you have to get the hook in your hand. He's about 10 inches. I picked up this one with the blue head. I already had it rigged. It's one of mine. And they'll hit it. Sometimes, I've heard people say, well, jig head call don't make a difference. It can make a difference sometimes. For some reason today, they do not want nothing to do with pink. And it's probably because it's a really bright day right now. The sun's directly over top of us. It's 11:30 in the morning. So they probably can see it really good. I have found here pink is good when the water gets a little stain to it. Pink and orange heads are good. Last spring I used orange a lot, if y'all have noticed that, because the water had a good bit of color to it. Right now it's cleared up a little bit from the other day. It's probably 2.5 foot to 3 foot visibility. It don't look that good, but you get to the boat ramp, you can see the cement way down the boat ramp when you walk down it. So, all right, bam. Same school, guys. I just moved a little closer to them. I was 50 feet from them. I moved about 40 feet from them where I could make more casts. I took about 3 casts before I caught another one. They're following it. They're coming up and looking at it. They're bumping it. Finally, for one of them to go like, yeah, I think I'll eat that, you know. He's a good fish too. He's probably right at 11. He's probably 10 7/8. Y'all think so? All right. So that little number 4 hook, you get that in, it's hard to even get out. Oh, there you go, guys. I'm gonna let y'all in on a secret. Support a catch. Yeah, I kept it secret to the last fish. This is shiny. Like I say, it's a emerald blue back, which is a neon color blue. Chartreuse tail, which is sunshine. Real light pearl belly. You can see through it. It's got a lot of little silver flakes in it. Sound water's about 2.5 foot visibility. As you can see, I'm fishing at 16 foot. They had no problem seeing it. They're grabbing it. All right, guys, I think fish can see baits better than we can, guys. Better than we think they can. We think when the water has a little color to it, it's going to take black for them to see it or something, but they'll surprise you. When our water's here nasty, I was watching an old video last night. Somebody left a number on a pour to catch yesterday, and I looked at it. It was from a year ago, and the water was nasty in the picture. I went back and watched some of the video. The water was tan, man. So I know it was like in March or April, because that's how it gets here if we get a lot of rain sometimes. And it runs off to tobacco fields and stuff like that, because they just plowed them, you know, because we have a lot of tobacco and soybean farmers around the lake. So I made a comment to him, hey, it's videos loaded on Sunday, every Sunday. Draws on Wednesday, guys, after 5. And then I'll email the winner that night, say, hey, you won. You get back to me. I'll get mailed that to you Monday or Tuesday of the week. All right? Sometimes I get it back on Friday. Some people contact me that Wednesday night. And guys, the mail can be slow. One guy just told me he finally got his. Took 3 weeks for him to get it almost. Sometimes the mail is very slow. I'm sorry. When you order from my site, it's first class mail. You usually get it in 4 to 5 days. But I order flat rate mail because it's cheaper, and I'm ordering that, sending out every week, guys, free. So I'm sorry if it takes a little longer. It saves me about $2. Yeah, I know, but you got to think about it. I'm mailing every week free. So end of the year, that adds up. That's right. All right. If it's $8 a month, 10 months, that's right. 8 times 10. Then you got 12 months. So I'm saying, I'm just kind of give you an idea of the math. It adds up. Almost $100 by the end of the year. Plus, I'm giving you 40 to 50 baits free. Leave your number 1 through 400. If you go over the number, you can't win. I say all this stuff in the shop in here because, guys, it tells me on there how long people watch. The porta catchers run about 20, 25 minutes, and people watch 6 to 8 minutes of it. And that's why people are leaving numbers even after Wednesday, because they don't watch the whole video and they don't watch the important part where I give you the directions, right? Appreciate y'all guys. Thank y'all guys for watching. Thank you for being part of Fishing Lake Country. Good luck to everybody. Okay? Watch the shop part if you haven't, so you know what the rules are. 1 guest per person, 2 per household. Fun videos Wednesday and Friday. I'll do Fridays as long as I got them, guys. Right now, that's what I'm doing here today. I've made about 8 videos the last few days. It's about the 5th day in a row I've fished. Calling for rain tomorrow. It's supposed to rain all the way through Sunday, so it's my last chance today to make some videos. See y'all guys next time, Fishing Lake Country.